Here we are, and here are a few setups that you can use for online lessons, for online piano lessons. So basically the idea is that you do have something to the left side of the keyboard, and so the main idea is that you can easily see what I'm showing you, and also so that you can so that I can see what is going on with your hands in there. And if I can see your face as well, then it's going to be just wow. Okay, so basically you do have two choices. If you're short on devices, then the best thing is that you use the laptop. In any case, I would really suggest you to use the laptop because the laptop makes it much more versatile. Now, for the majority of online lessons, at least in the beginning, we're going to start with Google Meets, which is going to be so much easier because if you do have a Google account, the only thing that you need to do is just to basically click on that meeting inside your calendar because it's going to be linked to your calendar right away, and then afterwards click join with Google Meet, join the meeting. So actually I can show it to you. So here it is. So here it is. Once you will be sent out the link, basically you just open up your calendar, then you just click on that meeting that's going to be there, and then just literally click join with Google Meets, and then it will right away load up everything in there. So see, as you can see, I've got the camera, and then just check on a couple of settings if need be, but there it goes. So see, quite simple. Yeah, you've got quite a few settings over there, so you can check right away like what's going on the mic in there, whether it's actually there, the sound, the speaker, and like what's going on with the camera. So everything should be there. Now, basically the main setup that you can use is the following. So you can have, if you do have only one device, laptop, and you don't want to be bothered with joining up two devices, and it's a really good setup, especially for the beginning, because it's just less friction basically. Set that laptop to somewhere to the side of your piano. If you do have an acoustic piano, then basically you do have upright acoustic piano, then you do have some space free on the top. If you do have a digital full piano, which is going to have something over here as well, so then just basically put that laptop on the left side, because this is where usually my spot is, on the left. Since we're going to use, as you already know, the majority of the lower notes, it's just going to be much more convenient for all of us. So yeah, once the laptop is there, then basically by just tilting the screen, I can see what's going on with your fingers over there. Just make sure that it's sort of like to the left side, so that we can, that way, we can actually take more of that keyboard. And make sure that it doesn't look straight, because first of all, I get less of the keyboard, and the second thing, I just have to calculate in my mind that, okay, here is a C, which doesn't look like C from that screen, because I have to do like multiple calculations in my head. So save my energy for something else and just put it to the side, and then it's obvious like what goes on in there. Okay, so here it is. All right, and then just whenever you want to see like what's going on my side, then you just flip that screen. See, here it is. Okay, another thing that if you want to join two devices, then in that particular case, I would really suggest you to use something that Aria is using over here. So the laptop goes to the side, so like that screen that I will have. Basically, what you can use is just, you can put the stool and with a few boxes on top of it. So that one is a little bit too much, so that should be actually in here, and then it will be just literally just maybe one big box, and you just put that laptop over there, and then you get the similar screen that Aria has. I think, yeah, in Aria's case, I'm just there on that, just the stool basically in there. So here it is, that's one thing. Also, some of my students just put actually the laptop like right away to over here, and then they tilt the screen, so I get that view coming from here, which is going to be this way. That one is actually more preferable for me, but it's just a little bit harder from the point of you have to turn around to see like what is it that I'm showing you. But for somebody who is more advanced, when I'm listening much more, and when you're just showing me to like what is it that you're doing, when I'm just basically speaking, giving you directions a little bit more with just my voice instead of me showing you something. Then it's very convenient as well. So yeah, but coming back to two devices, yes, you can have the laptop to the side, and then you can have the tablet on so that I can see your face, but most importantly, so that it's easier for you to see like what I'm showing. In any case, you will have two screens from me. You will have that piano. I can regulate very easily like where my camera is. You already know that I do have that beep over there, so for that middle C, so whenever I'm showing you just part of the keyboard, you know that, okay, here's the middle C that I've gotten there. So which makes it a little bit easier to see. So for instance, if I'm like, if my camera is over here, once you're focusing on the low notes, that you know that here is my middle C. All right, so here it is. But basically I can zoom in, I can zoom out, and so on. So it's going to be quite simple, but it's all my fault. That's all up to me. But yeah, once you're joining in with the camera, I'll just give it a try. So here it is. And then once you have a couple of other screens over here on Google Meet, there's going to be like a camera. There's going to be like the pin over here. You can pin one of the screens. See, pin to the screen. Over here I have two more options because I'm the one who initiated the meeting. In your case, it's not going to be. You are the one who is initiating the meeting. I will be, so you will have just that screen pin. And also, you will have the option over here to use like the full size. So because by default what Google Meet is trying to do is just trying to organize all the windows inside the tile that you have. So for instance, if you make that screen bigger by pinning that one, then all of the other screens will be organized in here to that right side, and then most likely some of them are going to be shortened like this. So if you still want to have that full size video, then just click on those three dots, vertical three dots, and then it will show you full size. And then it will be there. So, and you've got some controls over here at the bottom again, so here nothing's too fancy in there, but here it is. So basically, yeah, everything is just going to be there. Then, yeah, that one's probably the most convenient setup. Now, if you do join two devices, then just make sure that you're joining the sound on just one of them. This is paramount. It's absolutely important, because if you try to join the audios on two of them, then it's going to be that terrible echo in there. We don't want that. We do want that beautiful sound. All right? So, yeah, basically here it is. So, yeah, put me to the left side. Everything is going to be there. Now, one more time about two devices. So, once you join in, I'll try to do it actually on Zoom. Oh, Zoom is a bit more complicated. Zoom is really a bit more complicated. That's the reason why I don't like Zoom that much. So, yeah, but once the meeting is there, okay, on Zoom, see, I've got that toggle over here, original sound for musician off. By default, it is off, and if you click on this one, it will be on. So, which means that any type of noise suppression is just no longer there, which is what we want, because by default our pianos are considered to be noise. If need be, you can always set it up inside your audio. So yeah, if you click over here, then once you go to audio settings, there we go, audio settings, you can, all right, of course you can see over here in audio profile, original sound from musician. You can click on this one, echo cancellation, or you don't have to, it doesn't really matter. So I do click on it just to make it easier. But yeah, Once that original sound is there, then you just close those settings, and then like I said, so there will be that toggle over here on the top which says original sound for musicians on and off. Off means off, noise suppression is enabled, and then noise suppression is disabled. This is what we want. Okay, this is when it comes to Zoom meetings. Okay, and here it is. I do have an audio over here. If I want another device, then by default, once you log in, and just a minute, I can actually show it to you on one of my other phones. Here it is. Sorry, a little bit of the mess in here, but just bear with me. So see, I'm loading up Zoom Workplace over here. And for instance, if I want to load up exactly the same meeting, which in my case is going to be in here, you just basically click join. So I already have another device joining from another, and see, I've got actually another device joining in. And see what is asking me right away. So Wi-Fi, dial in, so you just click over here, cancel. All right, and then you don't have to worry about it, it's just because I'm there. So I'll say the participant, and then there it goes, there is the camera. And if you want to flip that camera, then there is that sign. And see, it's flipped the camera, and now I've got the keyboard over here, and it shows over here on my screen. So sorry, it's just here at the moment it's vertical, but once I shake it off, so then obviously it just adjusts. So here it is. Here basically there it goes. And then unlike Google Meets, the feature that I do love about the Zoom, I can zoom in, zoom out and zoom in on that thing, which is good. Okay, so here it is. See? My hands are there, so yeah, that is going to be. So this is what you will have from me. Okay, but the most important thing is, see, you've got no audio over there. So, and if I try to do it on the Google Meets, then it's going to be more or less the same thing. Sorry, just a moment. I'll just end the meeting for all. Yes, yes, yes. I know. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, where is my? There it goes. And what did I do? What did I use in here? Sorry, just a moment. I'll just finish because I just... Sarah is here. Okay, so take a look. So once I try to load it in with another camera, just a moment, bear with me. So once you're joining with another device on Google Meets, so take a look what is there, so especially from your phone. Sorry. Then there is that audio over here. Click on it, and then as soon as that, just say audio off. Okay, and then just mute yourself, so that we don't want to hear any type of the audio. And then just join, and once you join in, then this is the moment when you can flip the camera, and it just shows you, see, it shows the keyboard, and it's exactly what I have in on my screen. So you will join with two devices, and see there is no echo, which is good, because if there is an echo, then it would have picked up on quite a lot of things. So just make sure that one of the devices goes with audio off. It's not muted, because the mute button doesn't help you if there are speakers. Another thing that you can do, just turn the speakers off completely on one of the devices. But yeah, it's so much easier to start with just the laptop, and then once the laptop is there, just put it to the left side. You can tilt the screen very easily. You can put it to that left side. You can put it somewhere over here like I've been using before, like I showed you. Then in that particular case, I do have a wonderful side of the keyboard. I do have a wonderful view of the keyboard, and obviously your hand positions. And this is the most important to me, because I just need to see your fingers. And whenever you want to show me something, you just tilt basically the screen downwards, and then whenever you want to see like what is it that I'm showing, then in that particular case you just flip the screen backwards, and then you can see me, and you can pin off the screens to make them larger. All right, so here, that's the most important thing. And another is the following. Sorry, I'll just flip the camera. And the last thing, since there's going to be quite a few emails from me coming to you, it's just so much easier if you organize your emails. I'll label my ones to like music piano lessons or something like that, so that once I send some recordings and so on, it's just and your kid is your child is just asking you like, where is that recording that Katerina sent me, then you do know that you just very so this is the label, so you can use the laptop, you can use that particular email, so then it's just all going to be there. And in case they do delete something, again, you can always restore it, but it's just going to be much easier to organize, okay? So that here, it will just help. And if they do have separate device and they do already have like separate account, then maybe it's going to be more convenient for me to use that as well. But it is up to you, so try to think about like how to organize my emails, because I will be sharing some recordings and some links as well to watch. Most of them are going to be just on YouTube on the same channel that I have. The majority of those videos are going to be unlisted, meaning that they're available only by the link. YouTube is trying to put some advertisements, unfortunately, but if you do have restrictions for the kids, then there's going to be less advertisements, if I understand. Okay, and yeah, here it is. Okay, so if you do have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, here, like I said, so it's very, very simple. A little bit of adjustment just in the beginning, but actually makes the world. I do have quite a few students who has started with me basically with piano lessons, with online piano lessons. They started with me online, or they just had just a trial lesson maybe, or just a few more in person, and then they've been staying with me for a few years, and then the progress that they have is actually better than the ones that I used to have with similar like abilities of the students, but once we had those in-person lessons. All right, so it is very convenient, it really is. So let's just embrace that one. And besides, it doesn't really matter what kind of like medium we use, as long as that you're open to that experience. And like I said, so in that particular case, for me, the main advantage is that I get to hear the piano. I get to see like what does it sound like, what once my students are trying to explain to me, my keys are much heavier, my keys are just much softer to press on, so then we do have that comparison. Or it doesn't sound as beautiful in my piano, or my lower notes are much more jarring, for instance. So then in that particular case, I just get it, so you don't have to explain all of it to me, because I just can hear it and I can see it from your fingers, which is a wonderful thing. So to me, it just makes the world. Again, so I can share a lot of recordings, which makes it so much easier, because you don't have just one attempt to remember it all. So yeah, we're still keeping notes, and in that particular case, we're keeping 2 sets of notes. I'm keeping my own notes, you're keeping your own notes, which is a wonderful thing as well. So, and like I said, so I will be sharing quite a lot of information. The only thing that here, I'm not going to be able to provide you with copies of something, I mean printed out already. So you will have to print out something yourself. Or you can load it again to that tablet that we have, or to the laptop, so which is going to be quite simple to use. So let's embrace that change. And like I said, so it's not going to be that difficult. All right, all the best.